I'm sure that you all have heard about the Dalton City girl mayor, Tiffany Henyard, and how she's been going on her spending spree, and she's been pretty much been wasting the tax dollars just to go to her ego. But yes, but now they actually have proof about her spending, and I'm really, really interested on what they're gonna do with her. So first, let me just roll the clip, and we'll discuss it.
We can't.
Can the Dalton Police Department afford to have this many officers attached to her detail?
We can. We really need them patrolling the streets.
So she's the part-time mayor of a South suburban village of a little more than 20,000 people.
Yet residents of Dalton are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars per year to provide security for their self-proclaimed super mayor.
What I gotta say, like a city girl, they should know how. They should be knowing how to get those nice corporate jobs, those nice federal jobs. They be knowing about how to get those. Right, let me finish rolling the clip.
Tonight, Fox 32 investigates Tiffany Henyard's security detail and the massive amount of overtime it is generating for a handful of officers. Our Dane Placco has more.
Hey guys, this is Super Mayor Tiffany A. Henyard, the People's Mayor and People's Supervisor.
Tiffany Henyard makes nearly $250,000 a year serving as both mayor of Dalton and Thornton Township supervisor, an elected political double dip. She's charismatic and controversial.
Nobody knows something. Don't nobody know nothing.
Here she is starting a Dalton Village board meeting dressed like the Wesley Snipes character in the movie New Jack City.
Yeah, see that just shows everything is about show, everything is about hype, everything's about it's all about her ego. So she's a good talker. She's really just a good bullshitter.
Later, punctuating her political points with the help of her own DJ.
Every single resident. Pay me what you owe me. Thank you, DJ.
And it's hard to turn anywhere in Dalton without seeing Henyard's picture or online, where she recently commemorated 9/11 with her own photo. I want to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
But when we asked him,
wow, so her own photo, really? Whew.
Henyard a few months ago about her use of tax dollars, she was quickly hustled out of the room by armed security. And on Facebook, in videos posted by Henyard herself, we see her being driven around and surrounded by Dalton officers, which got us to wondering, why all the cops?
We weren't opposed to her having the security detail. We asked how long and how often.
Dalton trustee Brittany Norwood says Henyard began assembling her detail shortly after being elected in 2021, using hand-picked Dalton police officers. Using a Freedom of Information request, we obtained the work records for 6 of the officers assigned to Henyard's security detail at various times and showed them to some of Dalton's trustees. This is a Freedom of Information request we did to see how much overtime these officers are making on her security detail.
Oh, wow. 162 hours.
162. Well, that's nothing. What goes through your mind when you see these numbers?
It's disappointing. It's frustrating.
The officers are paid every 2 weeks, which without overtime is 80 hours. But when they're put on Henyard's detail, that 80 hours balloons to well over 100 hours, sometimes 200 hours. And in the case of Officer Terry Young last May, 303 hours worked over a 2-week period.
303 hours over a 2-week period. So how did he sleep? So I mean, so what? So he's guarding her bed, and I'm like, what is he guarding for that many hours? So I mean, I think it's what 320 hours in a week, is it something like that? But so this is just these are some of her produce, but wow.
That resulted in a single paycheck of more than $13,000.
$13,000.
Yeah. How?
Yeah, so that's her man right there. So
How does a person put in a 2-week pay period, 303 hours? That's impossible. That's impossible.
336
Does he
hours.
never go to sleep?
In fact, there are 336 hours total in 2 weeks,
336.
meaning Young was not being paid for only 33 hours over that period. Other officers on the security detail are also racking up overtime paychecks in the multiple thousands of dollars. Mayor, mind if I ask you a couple of questions about your security detail?
Absolutely not.
I'm asking her.
Yeah, she said no.
A couple weeks ago, we tried to question Henyard about her detail as she went door to door in Dalton giving out water on a 100-degree day, surrounded by police, firefighters, public works employees, and 2 videographers documenting for Dalton's Facebook page.
Yeah, so that's all for this show and hype while she's still. Yep,
I want to
fake,
tell the
fake,
people I'm
fake.
not going to stop. I'm going to keep going. I hope they post what we actually do here in the village of Dalton and stop telling lies.
But when we gave her an opportunity to explain the OT,
Mayor, why do you need so many
Why don't you ask about water?
officers,
You guys, what you
details,
ask
or your
about water?
security?
What did you say, water? It sounded like you said water.
earlier that day, we watched as a Dalton cop drove Henyard from her other job at Thornton Township to a Mexican restaurant for lunch. Trustees say the security detail picks the mayor up at her home in the morning and is with her until she's dropped off at night, often taking her on errands and shopping.
Does she need a security detail?
Absolutely not. Why? Why would you need a security detail?
Oh, she loves it. She just loves it. She loves the detail. I think it makes her feel as if she's like a superstar.
Dalton trustee.
I totally agree. So yeah, this is not about the people. This is about just her ego and her feeling like she's a superstar. I totally agree 1,000%.
These have filed a lawsuit against Henyard, saying she's not justified the need for security and is spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on it without the board's approval.
I see no justification whatsoever, and more than that, it's really a detriment to the
Hundreds of thousands of dollars. Woo.
residents of Dalton.
How so?
The residents, if we would take the same money and put it on officers patrolling the streets, then the residents will see a much better presence and public safety would be better.
We've had a few shootings, so we need the extra police patrolling our streets instead of patrolling her.
And we found Dalton credit card statements showing that Henyard takes the detail with her even when she travels out of town, spending thousands of dollars on plane tickets, lodging, and meals for the officers.
Mayor, why are you taking all the officers out of town with you? Isn't that a waste of taxpayers' money?
Let's go to this one right here, 30 times.
Anything you want to say to defend yourself on this?
As for the village's finances, trustees say Dalton is now getting sued by some vendors for failure to pay its bills.
In the last 2 fiscal years, we're $5 million in the hole, and a big part of it is the security detail.
It's embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. You don't see the governor with a detail as hers.
That lawsuit over the mayor's detail has not yet been settled. On Monday, we emailed a list of detailed questions to Henyard's spokesman, but never received a response. Dane Placco, Fox 32, Chicago.
Whoa. So yes, man. So she spent that much money just on flying here, going there, paying the guy 303 hours of overtime, and then it's 300. What did he say? 336 hours in a week. So yeah, so just clearly, all this stuff is just right for her ego, but she don't care about the people. She just only care about her ego and her feeling like a superstar, and it's sad. So, but yeah, but definitely, I think that they recently have got her out of office. But yeah, but just because she pretty much goes and passes out some waters on a hot day, that's just a gimmick. And then that's so sad that the town is $5 million in the hole now because she's spending money on pretty much her ego versus doing stuff and come down to paving the streets, having more police officers available to go and pretty much patrol the town. That's where it really counts, and that's where they actually need help because in Dalton, actually, the last time I was in Dalton was like a long time ago. So so pretty much, it's a rough area. So I think pretty much the last time I was there was when I was when I was taking a test. But definitely that's definitely not my place that I like to be. But definitely she definitely needs to be stopped. But it's just so ridiculous, like how her spending that kind of money. It's like wow, and she did so much stuff, which I'm gonna cover in other videos, a series about everything that she's doing. But so do you all feel that she's justified in spending that kind of money? Am I tripping? Are we just hating on her because she's the city mayor? Because she got all of the hype, she got all the swag. Are we just hating? Or is she really, really not doing what she's supposed to do to really, really to help the town? Was it a good idea to have a woman mayor, the first Black woman mayor? Was that a good idea, or was that the worst mistake that the Dalton village ever did? So yeah, because she hasn't been in there that long, and then they're in that much though. I'm like, wow, So, but yeah, so definitely, I'm gonna have a series of things that I pretty much covered about her in the next few days. But this is the first one that I wanted to have. So yes, yeah, that's what happened though. So everything's about power, prestige.
So, ladies, let me talk to you for a minute. You know how you're always looking to tone up that belly, tighten it up, or enhance your feminine curves without feeling masculine? Well, trainer Solomon Pratt is the best at that, okay? He has this app, right? And on the app, you can customize your online personal training. So he also makes these booty, ankle, and power bands. Super dope. If you want to firm up that booty, you want to get those legs right, you got to get on the power bands. So make sure you go now to @Solomon's Fitness Word. So that's SOLON.
Hey, ladies, pay attention. Are you tired of not looking and feeling your best because you have not found out a way to stay consistent with your diet and exercise because you hate that work schedule, trying to climb the corporate ladder? It's not your fault, ladies. The system I want to teach you about, online training, it's not about working with you on Zoom, doing virtual training. No, ladies, that's not going to work long term. I developed a system where I can actually give my clients a customized meal plan and workout plan made just for them to help them accomplish their fitness goals, while I can make sure that they do it every day in real time. I learned that if I can't actually track my clients' diet, it doesn't really matter how much they work out. They're not going to get in great shape. This is why my online clients are getting in shape better than the one-on-one clients that I had. Tell you what, based on your goal of you wanting to stay consistent and motivated long term, I might be able to help you. The next step is for you to fill out the application. It takes 5 to 10 minutes, and I will review your application and send you a personalized video showing what I believe would be good to help you. And one more thing, this is not a cheap cookie cutter program. This is made for my clients' specific needs and lifestyle. So if you're lazy, don't even fill out the application. All right, family. So yes, I want to thank you all for watching this show, and let me know what you all think. Do you think that she's justified for spending that kind of money on herself and her ego, or you think that pretty much, she actually needs to be out and they pretty much should take her out? Let me know what you all think that needs to be done. If you all want to be able to take your fitness and health to the next level, you can fill out my personal training. Actually, I have a 10-minute assessment call. You can go and book, or we can talk, or we can see if my training would be a good fit for you. And yes, if you want to donate to the channel, links to Cash App and PayPal will be in the description. All right, y'all. So remember, so this is the holiday season, and if you really, really, really want to get your health in order, you don't want to gain all that weight like everybody else is doing, and you pretty much need a meal plan, you need help, you can go and pretty much go and book the 10-minute call. If you want to support my channel, links to Cash App or PayPal will be in the description. See you all next time.